Smart kid.
Yeah. No, not smart kid. Just a lot
No
of
smart kid. Like, no one
YouTube
thinks
rabbit
smart
holes.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
You, as a kid, you were already watching tutorials on YouTube. Oh my god.
No, like it just came up. You
Mm.
know, like when you're browsing the internet. The Facebook.
That gave me a whole flashback of like, dude, we grew up because you're my year group, right?
Mm.
What a weird time, like that, into like the internet world, eh?
No, I remember the iPhone and everything. I was like in the generation that had the first iPhone and playing like Tap Tap Revolution. Do you remember
Oh
that?
yes,
You'd be like,
what was that
"Hey,
song
let's-"
that they like? There was always that. I forgot the name of the song. But yeah, Tap Tap
It was, like, the biggest
Revolution.
thing. I think it was in year 8 when the iPhone and everything.
Yes, I
came
remember in year 8, year
Mm.
7 kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
And now how much has it evolved, you know? Like, oh, my phone's there, but it's gotten so much bigger. If you compare the very first smartphone to now, it's like, holy shit, how far have we come, you know?
Too far.
You reckon?
I've always said this. It's great fucking technology. They fucked it with the business model, eh?
What do you mean?
So we've got something that calculator, GPS, everything, but then now it's got to fucking track you as well. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
There's
like,
a lot of... Have you seen, like, Black Mirror?
I like for some reason, having not seen Black Mirror, I've talked about Black Mirror like so many times on this podcast.
Okay.
I watch around things like I haven't watched Black Mirror. I get the concept and I really like the name, like Black Mirror. It's literally a mirror. Like
when it clicked for me why it was called Black Mirror, I got so mind blown. It was really cool.
Because we're so used to seeing this is just like, oh, it's natural, it's glass reflection.
Yeah.
And then they call it a black mirror. And it's like, whoa,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Last week I
Pretty
talked
deep.
a lot about it with Darren, and it's scary, man. Like,
Yeah.
compare that to, have you read 1984? Have you done dystopian?
I have not. But I do read a lot of dystopian and watch a lot of, you know, like Hunger Games.
Yeah, shit like that.
Divergent.
Feels like 1984, man. Like, it feels like a dystopia a little bit. Yeah. Can hear everything you're saying.
I think we are slowly heading towards that sort of way, like evolution-wise, you know, the way. But there's always going to be pros and cons, you know, with technology. It's actually, I think, one of the things I wanted to talk.
Doesn't matter. Keep going with it. Run with it.
Okay,
That's how you segue. You're doing it.
Thank you.
Gotcha, man.
I'm on the way to taking over the podcast.
Run your own one first before you take over mine, right? Let me be shit at what I'm doing before you come and make it shitter, yeah?
Yes. So yeah, with tech and everything, you know how a lot of people are like, oh, get off your phones. Everyone's so obsessed with the phones. Yeah, there's that.
That's what I say.
Yeah, 100% I agree.
And I'm still on my phone. It's so fucked.
Yeah, but I think it's the way we've kind of come. Like, can you imagine? I think it's made our lives a little bit easier in the
Much
sense,
easier.
Yeah, that say for example Instagram, or Facebook, anything that really connects you to your social circle, you don't have to repeat yourself constantly.
But you do.
Not as much.
This is like the kind of like point to touch in where it's like we've got so much of it, this abundance of it. Do you remember times where like you message your friend something huge, right?
Yeah.
And then like conversation will go on.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself, because it's been so long, even like a week or two, even like a couple of days, but so much has been said in between that time, you've got to retype the thing that you said before. It's far enough that you're not going to scroll up again, because that's going to take you at least a minute. And they go, oh, that thing that you need to do for you, and you've got to like retype it again.
I usually address all of that when it comes. Is
this
that
is
what
so
you mean?
fascinating. Like everyone has like a different way of even like using Messenger and stuff. They have their own. You message me, you see what I'm like, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's another thing. I read this, right, is our generation, we're so used to typing stuff the way we think it. So it's like, hey, how are you? Send. Next one, send. Whereas the older generations, it's like paragraphs.
Yes.
I used to be paragraphs.
Yeah.
And then it's just
because the phone got so
now.
much easier. That's why I used to be a bit more paragraphy. In fact, no, I think I was ahead of my game. You know MSN?
Oh my
I was
God.
typing like that in MSN, but can you imagine how annoying that would have been? Like having me as a friend on MSN? Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding.
nah.
And then I found the infinite nudge button.
Oh my God. MSN.
MSN. I feel like this, like, without trying too hard, sometimes like becomes like a huge throwback episode. Like, we can come on and just sit and like reminisce. Like, fuck, we sound old, eh?
Yeah.
I'm only 24, I think.
You think?
Dude, I think a week or two ago, I had like an interview and they asked me how old I was. I was like, turning 25. I thought it was turning 25.
Oh, wow.
And now I understand, like, when you get like people get to a certain age and they're like they don't. I don't know if you know, like, people don't. I feel like people forget their age.
I think so too. I sometimes get like that, but only because
we have the minus anymore. 3. We have the minus 3. That's what we have to do. You're 97, right?
8. What the fuck?
Your whole generation away. Bro, you're a lower year group, man. I don't hang out with you guys. Me being a year 10, and well, you would have been in year 10 as well.
Yeah.
But looking at the year 9s, you know that feeling? Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like there was definitely that, but I've got friends that are younger, friends that are older, you know.
Because you were the younger person in the year group.
Maybe?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Because I saw that a lot with my friends. Like, you'd have guys who were in my year, but they were a year older. So then they made friends who were older. Yeah. No, my year.
The ones that skipped a year, right?
Flip that. They're in the older year and they're my age, but like they're the whole, like, whatever, how many months ahead. So then they have friends who are older than them. Yeah. And then they have friends who are younger than them as well. Yeah. And that's like a bit of best of both worlds, eh? I think that in Australia, at least, or New South Wales, Sydney, there has to do with, like, 'cause I don't even know what age we go to school anymore because I'm so detached.
Yeah, me too.
Like, there's a decision where, like, if your kid's born in before, like, the 6-month mark, you can decide to get them to go to school earlier or later, and that either puts them ahead.
I'm not too sure about that.
I think it's if you're, I'm going to assume, before June. Let's say you're born in that year, like, you're born in 97, then you could thank you. Plug it. Yes. This is the cups that Darren made. We talked about it.
Oh, he made these?
Yeah. Oh, no. Darren made my logo.
Oh, he made that.
Darren made my logo.
Design, what are they called?
The what?
The people that design things?
The designer?
A designer? An artist?
He's a designer.
Oh,
he calls himself a Swiss Army knife designer, as in he's able to do a bunch of things. Yeah, no. How cool is that, right? Dude, when I was younger, I was real, like, I don't know, you watch, like, My Chonny and all that, and I wanted to own my own merch, like, Just Kidding Films. And
Yes.
Oh.
My Chonny was amazing.
B+ again. That's it. You die. No more chances. Really, when we go home, I'm gonna chop a stick.
It was really good because he was one of, like, the very few Asian YouTubers.
Now YouTube, like,
in Australia.
Yes,
like, exactly. It was a really big thing because Asians used to have this massive, just, they're really quiet, they're just good at math, they're, you know, and he was just funny.
People like ourselves who are loud, obnoxious, not always obnoxious, but the point being, that was like our rep kind of guy. Like, when he did that, I remember the amount of laughs I'd get, like, just repeating his jokes. Like, dude, my iPod, I used to get like download his videos on MP4 and, like, just have them, like, and just watch them on my iPod. I'm telling you, this would be a huge throwback episode, man.
Yeah.
Did you watch anything else, like, during that time? My Chinese and all those? A lot of Asian ones, eh?
Community Channel.
Dude, it was like us Asians didn't have our representation, and then we just went on YouTube and found everyone else who looks like us.
Yeah.
Community Channel was... What was up with her, eh? She just... on point.
Yeah. It was very relatable. Everything all the videos.
And nowadays, like, she makes, like, a video a year, maybe.
Yeah, but you look forward to it, and you don't, like, hate her.
I don't look forward to it. I don't hate her. I watch it. Like, if I see it, I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah. It's... Have you been tuning into YouTube lately?
Like, a little bit. I feel like my attention span has really deteriorated.
Everyone's attention span's deteriorated, man.
Yeah.
YouTube now, like, so oversaturated. There's so much going on. Like, I miss the old days. Yeah. And because, like, you know, it's viable to make money now, which is good. You can, like, see, people have started, like, just to kind of pander to the money making in, like, thumbnail naming, ads and stuff like that. But back then, it used to be so pure. Yeah. You go on, watch, like, a Naruto episode, subs. Yeah. You know,
I watched, like, whole entire series on YouTube.
Yeah, fuck, I know. People are like, oh, man, the good old days. Yeah. So many series, like, we've watched that I haven't had to pay for.
And now there's ads in between, like every 10 minutes on some of them. You know, it's pretty
Ads
shit.
fuck me, bro. I have a joke about ads.
What's your joke?
I was trying to work on ads. Like, I mean, let me see if I can kind of. I haven't workshopped it in a while, but we'll try. We'll try.
If you're gonna look for the joke,
I've got it here.
oh yeah.
Nah, because I've got like a note thing called "Hi, Find Me Comedy." Yeah. I should stop doing that sound. That's. Oh no, I can just put it in the search bar. 1 second, all right?
Nah, take your time. No rush.
Oh, here we go. YouTube ads nowadays, they're so fucking shit. They're longer with less skip buttons and become increasingly irrelevant. The other day, I kept getting alien ads because I was looking for like Greek words or something, and I typed in Gaia by accident, and then for like a good straight like month, I just get alien ads. Apparently, it's some like space shit. I'd be in the shower listening to my Asian music, and then they put ads in music videos now. You know, long music videos.
Yeah.
So I'd be listening to Asian music, and then fucking ad about people witnessing aliens pops up, and I'm in the shower because I'm not gonna pay for like the ad stuff. It's so fucking traumatic, like, you know. And it's so annoying. Like, I'm in the shower, I gotta run out naked, dripping wet, gotta hit the because it's like one of those 5-minute ads. So like I'm literally listening to a song, ad, and I'm in the shower trying to like, oh, okay, we'll get through this. I'm like, nah, you need that 5 seconds. Like, you need to now be there to hit the skip button. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Re-segue back into our whole Black Mirror thing. How we're so like controlled by our phones.
Oh yes,
Hey,
we went a long way from there.
Beautiful, I love it. That's how we do this. How many hours do you like? Have you checked that phone hour thing?
Yeah, I spend a lot of time on my phone. I've been trying to cut it down, or at least use like now I use a lot of Reddit because it's still kind of filled with ads like when you're scrolling, but it's informative. I feel like with Instagram and Facebook, it's just endless. Scrolling,
and then you've got to like catch yourself, like YouTube
like,
as well is like that as well now. They've got they've got their similar to TikTok kind of version thing. I fucking hate TikTok. They're success for them though, good on them. But because of that, like, so YouTube doing that, I'm on YouTube going, oh shit, I'm seriously watching a video about whatever random, like, you know, did you know these kind of like, fuck, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time. I've got things to do. But you gotta
like knock yourself out of that.
That's scary, man.
Yeah,
it's horrifying. It's terrifying. Like the fact that I gotta sit here and go, oh wait, no, like, and it's so and like you see the techniques that are employed to kind of keep you there.
Yeah, it's very psychological. Like even with ads on Instagram, they have people that kind of assess all the data that comes back, how long exactly you spent on one ad. If you spent like 2 seconds more watching this ad than the other ad, they'll play more of that. You know, they really target you. I work hard
to like fuck all their shit. Like for example, you know, the surveys, I give them the wrong answer. Fuck them. You're not getting the right answer of me. Ad specifically, like I'll just kind of like, I just won't look at, like, I just don't, I'm real careful. Like motherfuckers trying to sell me shit. People get mad at the guy who's on the set, like the phone, trying to sell them stuff, and they literally sit and fucking sold stuff every day.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the thing with ads, like, it's not about trying to sell you it. It's just getting it
played in your mind.
So when you go into the shops, because it's what we're comfortable with, what we're familiar with. So when we see it, we're like, oh, which brand should I get? Oh, I know this one, and I don't know this other one, so I'm just gonna get the one I know. And it works. Like, the ads work, you know. It doesn't matter if you like it or not or care about it.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Do I not get to consent to this? Oh, I have. I signed. I ticked. We remember
the terms and agreements.
We
no one reads those.
But the point is, this isn't. Do you know why we don't read them? Because we can't do anything about them anyways, even if we did read them.
Yeah. Like, you want to use this, you got to agree
like,
anyway.
Even if, like, let's be completely honest. You sat down, you read it all, ticket, and then you just go use the fucking app because you got things to do,
Yeah.
and that's fucked.
Well, that can be applied to a bunch of other stuff, you know, with in life. We know what's healthy. We've been taught what to exercise, how many times a day, drink how much water. We know all this and we tick it, and then it's just you go eat junk food, you go do that, you know, you don't really, if it doesn't affect you directly, immediately, I don't think you care, like what they do with your like people. We know there's what are they called, documentaries where they show you exactly what Facebook does with your data, with your email, and it sends it off to a bunch of, I don't know, I'm not too educated on that, but they use all your data to sell you shit, you know. So
do you feel like technology is taking over?
Yeah, it's good and bad because it's made our lives a lot easier. I'm not gonna like deny that, but it's also taken over our lives in a way where, you know, a lot of those TikTok stars and celebrities off YouTube, it's kind of fucked up their way of, or fucked up even our way of communicating, so like interacting with real people, human people, you know.
Because I paint this picture right now. It feels like obviously the answer is like detach, get away from it, but then against the rest of the world, you feel like now you're like at a disadvantage, you know, between you and me. If I'm off this and you're on it, then we get a question, boom, you're gonna find the answer first. I'm not gonna know the answer. I need to go do the research, whatever it is. And then with how, like, you know, I saw this, I don't know if you might have seen this, like they show this kind of thing of how gamer fingers are going to develop over time because of like video games, how it's going to stretch.
Yeah.
So you know how there's this whole fear of like this world, like robots take over and all that bullshit. I feel like if we're talking evolution, humans aren't going to be fully compatible with the phone, right? But robots will be. They're machines. They get together.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like kind of at the end of the stage of this, we phase ourselves out. And that's scary.